a lot of people don't really think about this when they think about astrology or are looking at people's charts, but especially if you're seeing someone or just if you're family with someone, Venus and Mars are someone's love language. So let me explain. So Venus is love, beauty, acceptance, receptivity. It is very feminine energy of receiving and embodying. And Mars is action. It's being assertive. It is go, 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 drive energy. It's very masculine. It's very goal-oriented. So if you're trying to get to know someone and you're wondering how you should interact with them, how to impress them, how to get them something, how to go on a date with them, how to just get along with them, understanding what their Venus and Mars placements are will help you more on a relational, getting something across, getting something done level than just about anything else in the chart. Now, it's not more important than anything else. We have an entire chart of different things at different times, but knowing someone's Venus and Mars placements will help you understand their love language. And I'm not gonna go into the love languages here because I don't know them off the top of my head, but I do know that it's like acts of service, words of affirmation, money, like gifts or something. And so if you understand someone's Venus and Mars signs, you can understand that a little bit better. Venus will be what they want to receive, and Mars will be how they go about doing that for others. Now, for someone like me who has both Venus and Mars and Leo, I want to buy people shit, and I want people to buy me shit too. So that's a pretty easy one. But for example, if you have Venus, far away from Mars, you might have it kind of the opposite way or just dissimilar, where you might want to give and be very service oriented, but you prefer physical touch or acts of words of affirmation yourself. So I want to run through briefly like what maybe that could look like for each of the Venus or Mars signs through each sign, so you get a bit of an idea here. And I'm just on the floor trying to get a last of the daylight here in Dubai before I have a photo shoot in here. And I got my hair redone today, and it feels very Leo season, about to arrive in about a week with this new red and these waves. I don't really usually have waves. Usually I have like big curls, but they did waves, so I'm rolling with it. So starting with Aries wants shit and wants it now. I would say that Aries is more into physical touch or like spontaneous acts of service. So Aries Venus wants to receive those spontaneous boom, like let's go do this at 1 a.m. I brought you pizza for like whatever. Why did I combine the two? I was gonna do like let's go run into a fountain at 1 a.m. or like randomly like yo, I got you like a pizza and also like strawberries and desserts and shit. Like that's someone's here. Sorry. That was my laundry. I'm at the St. Regis in Dubai, and that laundry cost me 1,200 dirhams. You can do the math. So TLDR, Aries love language. Aries Venus wants to receive random crazy shit, and Aries Mars wants to do random crazy shit for you. Now moving on to Taurus, which is Venus, it is fixed earth. They want the luxury and they want the best quality. They don't need a ton of it. They don't need you to spend a ton unless it's on the high quality, but they want luxury and they want sensuality. So Taurus Venus wants the best of the best in worldly pleasures or in the experiences with you, like very high quality. And Taurus Mars wants to slowly and steadily provide that. They want to, over time, save and earn in a way that can provide that. They're not really into the spontaneity like Aries. Gemini Venus and Mars are into intellectual fulfillment. So Gemini Venus wants to feel intellectually fulfilled, like they can have a great conversation with you, like they're going on a trip that really satisfies where they want to see and experience the world. And Gemini Mars wants to go out of their way to make an intellectual impression on you by impressing you and by doing something that feels like it's very cultured. Now, Cancer Venus and Mars are about protecting and feeling safe. It's cardinal water, first and foremost, putting what's important at the forefront. So Cancer Venus is about like, why don't we just, Jesus Christ, Telegram, why don't we stay home and bake bread and hide under the covers? And whether that is buying them some nice hotel, which isn't really Cancerian, but it could be depending on the person, or it's like literally just like, I don't know, I can see like Cancer would be happy spending like cents on yeast and dough and making bread and just enjoying that in the comfort of their own home with their like person. And Cancer Mars wants to provide that. They don't feel the need to put on a show. They just want to protect you and make you feel safe. And that's like the epitome of Cancer Mars, is like, you're my important person, let me make you feel safe, even if it is a little bit out of the way, because Cancer is the crab. It walks side to side. It's not direct. So Cancer Venus and Cancer Mars can be a little bit indirect. Like Cancer Venus wants to feel held and supported from the details and from the outskirts or peripherally. And Cancer Mars can be a little bit indirect with the way that they go about things. I'm thinking of like passing notes in class or something like that, but it can be kind of cute. Now, Leo Venus and Leo Mars and Leo Mercury, but Leo Venus and Leo Mars is the drama and the show and the performance and the art of the performance, I'd say. So Leo Venus wants to, I'm thinking of like the, like, you know, like mating calls and like peacocks and shit. I'm thinking of like Leo Venus really wants the mating call and the show and to be impressed, to have something that is gaudy and tacky, but really, really fulfilling and like it's meaningful, not empty. Like Leo has soul. It cannot be empty, but it's the love that went into the piece of art. It's the love that went into the big show. And like a lot of effort went into something that is artistically pleasing or is phenomenal. It's not low key, but it's not empty. Empty, there's signs that might be a little bit more empty. Leo Mars wants to do that. It wants to put on the show. It wants to put on the huge event. It wants to do the thing out of the kindness of their heart that is over the top. And as someone with Leo Venus and Leo Mars, I can be over the top in buying people things when I care about them because I'm like, why not more? Why not more? And then I'm like, shit. So that's a little caveat. Now, Virgo Venus and Virgo Mars are about being diligent, scrutinizing, critical in a very helpful way. So Virgo Venus wants to receive advice, clothing, things that are like, I needed that. So they want like staples. They want experiences that are like, that is something that I could not have lived without. They want practicality. They want usefulness. They don't want something frivolous or a waste of money. Virgo Mars is great at doing things that are impeccably useful and impeccably witty. They are usually not going to go out of their way to make a big show, but they will not forget a birthday. They will always show up with a very relevant gift. Or if it's like, you know, an occasion or not really a gift thing, they will show through like help or through service. They're incredibly service oriented themselves. Libra, Venus, and Mars, also a sign ruled by Venus, so similar to Taurus, they want luxury, but Libra wants like the party more than they want the clothes. They want the experience with their significant other in like the Maldives rather than the food from the Maldives. So they are very service and relationship oriented, and Libra Venus wants to receive the one-to-one connection in a way that feels storybook or romantic, and often that is like touch, or that is acts of service, or that can even be, but honestly Libra I can see being basically any love language. However, it's always person oriented and like one-to-one. It's not cold, and it's also not the show like Leo. It's about that one other person, and Libra Mars wants to give that. Libra Mars can be a little bit like, how do I get this across and be assertive because I don't want to cause like conflict, but Libra Mars is about doing something it's about taking action in order to resolve conflict. And if the conflict is someone wanting something, they're like, okay, how do I cut through this to make the most just choice here that doesn't piss anyone off? So they're very into like not being too offensive, not being too they're not causing conflict. They're not like Leo Mars where they would put on a show. They would be more like, let's go out to this dinner place that's safe, and that is like where everyone wants to go because I know that this will be a smooth decision. Then for Scorpio Venus and Mars, Scorpio Venus wants to receive intensity and receive dedication and receive like the deepest, the most, and Scorpio Mars wants to receive that. So Scorpio Mars cannot be fake either. Scorpio Mars, you need truth, you need like depth. It doesn't need to be dark or creepy, but it needs to be like very, very from the heart. If it's not from the heart, they don't want it. Scorpio Mars needs to give that and cannot be inauthentic. Like they just won't give if it's inauthentic to give. Then Sagittarius, Venus, and Mars, last home stretch here. Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter, mutable fire, wants the experience and the exploration. So similar to Aries, they want the spontaneous, like let's go do this. But Sagittarius is a little more extensive. They don't want it right here, right now. They'd rather wait a couple days to get like, oh, we booked a trip, like how exciting, like I can't get, like I'm ready to pack, I can't wait to go, that kind of thing. So Sagittarius is a little more low key and like easygoing compared compared to Aries, but wants a little bit more of the explorative experience. So Sagittarius Venus wants to receive this experience, and Sagittarius Mars wants to give and would be the person like fucking booking the trip and taking you there. Capricorn Venus and Mars are all about like old money practicality kind of thing. So Capricorn Venus wants to receive the high end, the most like, I don't want to say this in a bad way, I have a Capricorn rising, but like the status oriented luxury where it's not the logo, but it's the trip on the private jet or the dinner at like the Michelin star restaurant, where that like status symbol, even if it's not outward, even if it's like old money and like no one else would know besides them that they're at the best place, they want to know that they're somewhere that is an investment and that was worth going to, or just give them fucking shares of something. Sagittarius Mars is giving that. They're very calculated in knowing what will get them further in the giving, and also what can get their person further. So they give on a very calculated basis of like, this will improve us in this way, so I will do this in this way. Then for Aquarius Venus and Mars, this is a bit of a funny one because Aquarius Venus wants to receive something that is good for the collective and is very like logical and sensible, but also kind of cool. So they're very nerdy in a way that they want something that is like techie or is at least not too warm and cozy. Like they want something that's like, oh, this is improving my daily life. Oh, this helped me solve a Rubik's Cube. So they could be like a concert, because that could be a weird experience. They're a little bit weird and a little bit out there. So something unique that is not fleeting. They're a fixed sign, so they want something that's experiencing, that they can experience or hold or have. It's not like fleeting. But Aquarius Mars wants to give in a way that can feel a little bit impersonal, or is like, look, I donated to this in your name. Like, aren't you happy? That's a very Aquarius Mars thing. They're gonna give to you through the larger group and the larger whole. Then for Pisces Venus and Mars, Pisces Venus wants to experience the bandwidth of emotions. So drugs, a trip to Bali, like that is Pisces Venus receiving, or just like records or a good album or a great concert or festival. Pisces Venus does not care about like the glitz or the name or anything. They just want to feel safe and like they're having an eye-opening emotional experience. Then Pisces Mars is the one who's like the drug no, I'm kidding. Actually not kidding. They could be who knows. I'm not gonna go there. Demonetized already. Pisces Mars is giving the experience. Their love language is providing eye-opening experiences in a maybe even shamanic way is a good metaphor for this, of like opening people's eyes. So I hope that was helpful in like, I don't know, people's love languages. I should stop saying I don't know. I do know that was helpful in talking about people's love languages with the placement of Venus and Mars. I can do this for like other planets too in ways that they can apply to the chart and hopefully are helpful. If you did find this helpful, please like and subscribe and let me know. It is helpful to see, people subscribing. I would love to hit 200K by my birthday in August, so that would be nice. But otherwise, I will see you in the next video.